Can I get a drink here?
If you have gold, you can even eat here if you like.
And how's business going?
Ah, don't remind me. Lord Andre is serving free beer at the Gallows Square. Hardly anybody comes here now, except for the rich people from the upper quarter.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah, some of those swells could really get on your nerves. Take that Valentino, for instance. I can't stand the sight of him. But I can't pick my customers. I need every coin I can make. What little I had managed to save has been stolen, along with all my silver.
You've been robbed?
Yep, some time ago. It was still rather crowded that night, and I was doing the rounds serving beer. I wasn't gone long from behind the counter, but it was long enough for those bastards. I went to see the militia about it, but they couldn't find a thing, of course. Yeah, they prefer to get plastered on free beer.
Tell me about the missing townspeople.
I heard that a lot of them went missing down by the harbor. Small wonder with all that's going on down there. Even Thorben, the carpenter in the lower part of town, has lost his apprentice. Hakon, one of the merchants in the marketplace, had an especially strange tale to tell. He said that there was this fella that he used to bump into every day, and then suddenly he vanished off the face of the earth. He even went to see the militia about it. Townspeople all pretty much panicked after that. I don't know what to make of it. I think it's all nonsense. Khorinis is a rough city, and many dangers lurk outside her gates. Those who don't stay within the city walls will be attacked by bandits or eaten by wild animals. Yeah, it's that simple.
What is it with this Valentino?
He's filthy rich and has no need to work. And he brags about it to everybody, whether you want to hear it or not. He drinks a lot and always stays until the end, and then early in the morning he totters back to the upper quarter. It's the same every day.
What do I have to do to get into the upper quarter?
Well, you need to be a citizen of the town. Go find some work, preferably with a craftsman in the lower part of town. That'd make you a citizen. Well, and if that's still not enough, go talk to Lord Andre at the barracks. Maybe he'll let you join the city guard. They can go into the upper quarter, too.
And so he made Enos leave a part of his power in his realm, so that he might restore it to the human, if the beast should return. We can only wait and see.
You look a little worse for wear. Haven't slept in a long time, have you?
Too long, I should say.
Come on, step closer. With me, you'll find what you're looking for.
You said that you've got what I need. Does that include information?
But of course, what is it you want to know?
Has anything exciting happened lately?
You could say so. It wasn't that long ago. A thief ran by here. He must have stolen a bow in the lower part of the city. Of course, the militia came here way too late, like always. He got away from them, just jumped into the harbor, and he was gone.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Nobody ever asked.
Hey,
Nobody will learn anything.
teach me something.
That's exactly what I said.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Hey,
Nothing's ever going to change that.
teach.
I'm not telling you
Good.
anything new.
Your strength has increased.
Let's wait and see what happens.
That was obvious all along.
Hey, I don't know
Let's wait
you.
and see what happens.
What do you want here? Are you headed for the tavern?
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
There've been all kinds of...
Ah, so this is the harbor watering hole. And there I was, taking it for the governor's palace.
Hey, cut out the bad jokes, Runt. Otherwise you'll be chewing the
I'd have
cobblestone.
gone about it differently.
I don't want to hear that.
Are you trying to make trouble for me?
Sure, I'm a master
I'd
at
have gone
making
about it
trouble.
differently.
So defend yourself, Runt.
It can't go on like this forever.
Hit him! Give it your all! Hit him! Give it your all! Give it your all! Give it your all! Give it your all! Not bad.
Those are all just rules.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
We'll see about that. All right, you win. What do you want?
You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
Do you really believe that?
As if I didn't have enough problems.
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Nothing surprising.
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Especially not if they're strangers.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I could have told you that before.
I agree with you completely.
Why don't I see any militia?
You already know.
They don't dare come in here. We take care of things
But no, he
ourselves.
insisted he knew better.
I don't want to hear that.
That's been known a long time.
Nobody ever asks me.
How's the shipping traffic?
Nobody will
The
learn
only
anything
ship
from
that's
me.
come here recently is the Paladin ship. It's over there behind the rocky ridge to the
I
southwest.
can see that. I can't help it.
That's nothing new.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Those are all just rules.
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the harbor district? I mean that lunatic felon. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
Are those your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy. The sheep belong to the militia. All the sheep they collect from the farmers, they bring to me.
I could take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, if you can get him to stop hammering, I'll pay you 25 gold pieces. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted by reason of the imminent
That doesn't surprise me.
Could you stop hammering?
Nah, I have to finish this.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Stop that hammering or I'll break every bone in your body.
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head with my hammer.
That's not what my husband thinks.
You'll
I'd have gone about it differently.
Everybody knows by now.
That was obvious all along.
That's
I'd have gone about it differently.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Don't you try that
You
again.
really believe that?
Wait a minute.
Okay, so you beat me.
Tell us
Some heroic deed that was.
Will you stop hammering now, or do I have to thrash you again?
No, don't hit me anymore. I'll stop. But if everything collapses around here, it'll be your fault.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Felon will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No more hammering. At last, I thought the fellow would never quit. You've done me a huge favor. You know what? I'll give you 30 gold pieces.
These are bad times.
Is it really true?
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
What are you doing here?
This is my home. But if you mean, what do I do all day? I arrange fights.
You arrange fights?
Every day, from noon until evening. And right here, behind the warehouse in the harbor district. Home sweet home.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed. No bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. I want to fight against you.
Do you have 50 gold pieces?
Here you are.
We have a new challenger. The bets are placed. Are you ready?
Just a second.
Take your time.
Hear ye,
I'm starting now.
inhabitants of Khorinis. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following security measures for the guards on the gate are ordered to
Give it your all. Give it your all. Get him now. Get him.
What you
Finish
waiting
him.
for?
That hit the spot.
But no, he insisted on
Who says things like that?
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours.
Smart kid.
Put down that weapon. See? That wasn't so hard.
Ah, my head. Put away that weapon.
Smart
oh,
kid.
Man, you pack quite a punch. Here's your 100 gold pieces. You've earned them. And one more thing. No one talks about what goes on behind the warehouse. The militia puts everyone who does the slightest thing here behind bars. And those boys don't like to see betting on fights.
You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate. So, I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war's been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king. But there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Can you train me?
As long as you have the necessary experience, sure.
Train me.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The security measures for the protection of the upper quarter will be further strengthened.
What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can. But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
Can I help you somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
I've got some information about the orcs.
Let's hear it.
They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and it looks like they're going to stay there. To be on the safe side, the paladins are guarding the pass.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
As to that orc outside of town?
Yes?
Don't worry about him. The city guard is going to take care of him.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down our necks and you're asking about the harbor?
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't enough ships in the harbor to get us out of here. To be honest, there's only one ship here, and that belongs to the paladins. They certainly won't let us get out of here with that.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do. Also, one of my people is simply not showing up for work anymore. I'm beginning to fear that this will delay the construction even more.
You're one worker short?
Yes. His name is Monty. He's vanished into thin air. That lazy pig is probably living the high life on a farm somewhere. I should never have paid him in advance.
When was the last time you saw Monty?
He hasn't bothered to show up for work for at least 2 days.
I've heard that other people have gone missing too.
Just what I'm saying. That's where the evil starts. Farum the fisherman told me something similar. His buddy William is no longer around. I bet that the orcs are behind all this.
Where can I find this Farum?
He's a fisherman. I think that his hut is near the provision store of the paladins, but I don't know for sure.
It's totally obvious.
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
It's better to watch out.
Is it true that some townspeople have simply vanished?
So I've heard, but I'm not sure whether it's really true. Just look around you. Does this rat hole look like the place where you want to spend your golden years? Small wonder that people are getting themselves out of here.
I'm not telling you anything new.
It can't go on.
Hey, you!
Ahoy, you landlubber. Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the gills. Never mind, my lad. All you need is a good stiff sea breeze.
What are you doing here?
Back when I was a young man, I went to sea and rode through many a big storm. No big deal, not at all. But that old tower came closest to what I call a home. I haven't been up there in ages.
Why not?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20 feet. Really bad rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mines, you know. There was this big bang on the other side of the mountains, and they swarmed all over the land like flies. Now they're hiding out everywhere, even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
Do you come to town often?
I always say a town is only as good as its harbor. A harbor is the gate to the world. That's where everyone meets and where everything starts. Once the harbor goes to the dogs, the rest of the city will follow soon.
Tell me about the harbor.
The harbor of Khorinis isn't what it used to be. There's nothing but riffraff hanging about. The ships don't come anymore, and trade is dead. This harbor's about to go under.
But the light was a torment for Melia.
Hey! How's it going?
You're not from around here, are you? Never mind, neither am I.
Where did you hang around before?
In the woods, hunting scavengers and wolves, together with some hunters. But I gave it up. These are dangerous times. There's a lot of riffraff running around out there.
Where can I find the other hunters?
We had our camp outside near the tavern halfway to Onar's farm. But I don't know whether there's anyone left in the camp now. There used to be 2 of us here in town until a few days ago. My friend Trokar is an excellent hunter.
Bospor said you used to work for him.
Yes, I did, but he was only interested in his blasted hides. I told him how dangerous it's gotten out there. He didn't really listen to me. Well, anyway, he paid well. I can't complain about that.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Bospor had one of his bows stolen recently, in broad daylight. Some guy just waltzed into his store, took a bow, and left. The thieves are getting more and more brazen.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
I can teach you how to sneak properly and how to handle a bow.
So, where is your friend Trokar now?
Well, it's a curious story. Only a few days ago, we were both standing at the bar in Corrigan's tavern, discussing the hunt. Don't ask me what happened next. I had had a few by then. I vaguely remember Trokar saying that he was going out to get a few swampweed reefers. He never came back.
Where does one get swampweed reefers?
Somewhere down at the harbor, as far as I know.
Didn't you go looking for him?
No, but I reported it to the militia. But they haven't been able to find him yet. I'm afraid that I'll stumble over his body someday when I'm out hunting. I don't think I could bear that.
Why don't we go hunting together?
With 2, it isn't so dangerous, that's true. Do you know anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
Yes.
All right, but I want to see 50 gold pieces. For that, you can keep the skins and sell them to Bospor. That's a fair deal, isn't it?
Here they are. Let's go hunting.
All right, follow me. Outside the south gate is a wood where we should find more than enough critters. Probably more than we'd like.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted.
But the human and the beast waged war upon the land of Adonis, and the wrath of the gods was with them. And the humans...
That doesn't surprise me.
I've heard a thing or two.
It's really not my problem.
All right, so much for you, filthy beast. Another one of those things.
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there.
So, what do you think? Should we go farther into the woods or not?
Let's go on.
All right. Let's hope this works out. All right, so much for you, filthy beast.
Nothing there.
That's it, I'm going back to the city. It's just too dangerous out here for me, even with two of us.
An orc, right outside the city. Holy shit.
So, see ya. You can sell the skins to Bosper.
Was obvious all along.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
What do you want?
I've got the orc weapon you wanted.
Show me. It's been a while since I've had a weapon like this in my hands. I was a soldier back in the Orc War. Those were tough times, I can tell you. I didn't think you could do it. I'm impressed.
Can I sign on as an apprentice with a different master?
You're a good man. I'll give you my approval. Brian will still be here for a while, and a strong lad to take his place will turn up in time.
Learn anything from me.
You really didn't deserve that.
It's really not my problem.
I've heard that someone stole from you.
Who told you that? Probably Bartok, huh? Didn't he have anything better to tell you? Oh, well. Let me tell you, if I get hold of this bastard, he can say his prayers. I left the shop for only a moment. When I came back, I could only just see him leave, with my bow on his shoulder. I called the guards right away, but the lowlife ran towards the harbor, and they lost him there. I lit a bonfire under their asses then, and they searched the entire harbor district. But they didn't find a thing. Those bumbling lackeys. I bet my bow is still in town somewhere. I informed the guards on both city gates, and they haven't seen anyone leave with my bow. When I get my hands on that bastard.
About the wolfskins, I've got them, here.
Great. I knew you would be suitable for this job. Here's the pay I promised you. And what do you think? Isn't this better work than banging away at swords all day, or filling little bottles in a dusty chamber?
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
I had hoped you would choose me, but if that's the way you want it...
Does that mean you'll vote for me?
If none of the other masters objects, yes, but you would certainly have made a good hunter.
I want to start as your apprentice.
Great. You seem to know the basics already. Harrod thinks you're a good man. Thorben gave you his blessing. I'm not all that pious, but I'm fine with it. Constantino says you can sign up wherever you want for all he cares. And Matteo says you're worth your weight in gold. This means you have the approval of all masters. You can work for me at any time if you want.
I'm in.
You aren't going to regret this. I think we'll be able to work together well.
What are my tasks as an apprentice?
That's easy. Bring me as many pelts as you can get. I'll pay you a better price for them than any of the other traders would give you. Apart from that, you needn't show up here in the shop. I can get along just fine by myself.
And where am I supposed to sleep?
I don't have any room for you here. They're bound to have a bed for you in the hotel at the marketplace.
I've got a few skins for you.
Ah, even a shadow beast skin. Those are worth a lot. Good work. Come see me again when you have more.
You listen to the wrong people.
Can you teach me?
However,
How much? Fine. Here are 200 gold pieces.
this money will really help me. We can start as soon as you're ready.
Teach me how to pick a lock.
All you need is a lockpick. If you move it carefully left and right in the lock, you can unbolt the mechanism. But if you move it too much or too fast in the wrong direction, it will snap right off. The more adept you become, the fewer lockpicks you are going to need. That's all there is to it, really.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I hardly know what to believe anymore. If I haven't...
In his wisdom, did so.
Take your hands off of that!
And Enos, in his wisdom, did so. inos